Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome to Twin Oracles. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my twin and I here on YouTube. We hope you enjoyed this video. It is a general reading for entertainment purposes only for you, our beautiful viewers. Please only accept what resonates, release what does not. It might resonate, it might not, okay? Don't make it fit, don't force it to fit, okay? Always follow your intuition first and foremost. I will be using the mini Rider-Waite deck here. All I've done is change the back to add a little bling bling. My twin and I love our bling bling, and we hope you do too. This will be a timeless reading for you. Whenever this video finds you, even if you watch it a few years down the road, have trust and faith in the timing. Trust that when you watch this video, that's when it will most resonate with you. If you need to, please reverse the roles and let us hop on into your reading. So we begin here with the Three of Wands. I feel like some of you are or have been or are in a very difficult situation where you're waiting for things to change, okay? It could be that you're stuck in between a rock and a hard place. There's a situation that you're ready to move on from, and you were ready to move on from this situation perhaps months or even years ago for some of you. But you feel like you can't move on from this situation because there's somebody that you love dearly that's tied to this situation. So what that can look like is, for example, perhaps you're dealing with narcissists. They can be friends, they can be family, they can be partners. And you're ready to move on from the narcissist. You have no problems moving on from them. In fact, for some of you, you probably moved on from them in the past. But now perhaps something has arose where there's a loved one that is tied to or connected to these narcissists, and you can't leave that loved one behind. So you're just waiting for things to change so you can move on from this situation, okay? There's definitely something that you are waiting for here. And I feel like you can see off into the distance what this thing is that you're waiting to come in. You're just waiting for it to happen now. So for example, perhaps there's a loved one in your life that is ill, and you know that there's something that will come out to help this person, to cure this person, to heal this person, to help them in some way, shape, or form. And that's what you're waiting for, because when that comes in, you're going to cut your ties with these narcissists. You're going to move forward with this person that you love dearly, that will receive whatever it is they need. You'll move on with them, move forward with them, but you will cut your ties with the rest of them, because the rest of them are narcissists. And as you can see, you want to put these people behind you and you want to move forward with one person here. So there could be 2 people or 3 people that you're wanting to leave behind here, and you're wanting to move forward for sure with one specific person or 2. That's just an example. You can fill in the blanks however this resonates for you in your life, okay? It doesn't have to be that someone's ill. It could be that, someone that you love dearly is connected to these narcissists and they're working for the narcissist, right? And you're waiting for them to leave the job so that way they can be free and you can be free to be with this person without these narcissists, right? So it's going to be different for all of you. These are just a couple examples. So next you have the King of Cups in reverse. There's somebody here, I feel, that is not in touch or in tune with their emotions, and that's why you're so ready to be done with this person or be done with these narcissists or this narcissist, okay? It could be one person involved, it could be a couple people involved. I'm getting different scenarios for different people watching, okay? There's someone that's really just, their emotions are off, and as a result, they turn you off balance, right? It's kind of like guilty by association, and it's like you try very hard to not let these people or this person trigger you, but it still happens every now and again, right? But here you are, like I said, you're just ready to move on from these people. You're done. And so you shall, and so you will. You can see here that you're waiting for the perfect time, for the perfect opportunity for you to move on, holding this one thing or one person moving forward, okay? And here you are, you're moved on now. Now you've successfully moved on, holding that one person or that one thing here. This is victory. Victory is yours. This is success. It's happened. What you're waiting for, what you're waiting to happen, what you're waiting for to come in will happen, okay? For some of you, it already has happened. So we have a few cards here. Okay. So there's somebody here that has definitely caused you a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, okay? And you're moving on from that. That's exactly what you're waiting to be able to move on from, is this heartache and pain from this person or from these people that are narcissistic, that are emotionally off balance, that are negative, that are toxic. Okay, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. Okay, but whoever this person is, it's someone that is manipulative. They could be controlling. They could be authoritarian. They want like a dictatorship. It's their way or the highway. If you're happy, you're not allowed to be happy unless they're happy. They're just miserable people and they want to make your life miserable. Okay, and they've caused you a lot of pain in this past. So for some of you, this could even be family. Doesn't have to be, but I am picking that up. For some of you, this is family. It can be a partnership that's severed or that's ended or ending. And like I said, some of you are really waiting for this, okay? So you have the Page of Wands next, and this Page of Wands speaks of, as you can see, you're always moving forward with this one wand, holding on to this one wand. And that is your sovereignty. That is your authenticity. You're moving forward with your truth. You're moving forward with your power, your conviction. You're no longer living for this other person or living for these other people here. I feel like you are focused on you and you are working for you for once, right? In the past, you've lived for these people that have been done nothing but abuse you. And you've moved on from that. You are so eager. You've been waiting and wanting and eager and longing to move on from these people here. But there was something you had to wait for. The wait is over. You're now able to move forward, move on from these off-balanced, either emotionally, mentally, off-balanced, manipulative, controlling, narcissistic person or people, and you're ready to heal from whatever requires healing here. Perhaps when you were 33 or 10 or 11 or 12 years ago, maybe you made a change and you walked away from these people and they didn't like it, so they've been making you pay ever since or make you suffer consequences ever since because you left. That doesn't have to be, but you know, there is some form of travel here. Maybe that's what set these person off or these people off, okay? Let's get one more card for a beautiful collective. One more card. And so you've spent perhaps many years or a lifetime living for these people, and now you're done with that. Now you're moving forward with your sovereignty, your truth, your conviction, your power, and you're saying, no, enough is enough. God is really working through you here. The power of God and the force of God is at hand. You know where you're heading now, and you're done with these people. It's like before, you would never see the day where you could ever leave these people behind or, you know, ever not live without them. And you just never saw the day, right? You love this person so much. You love these people so much. You did everything for these people or this person. You lived your entire life for them. But the moment you stepped out of their box and you did one thing for yourself for the first time in your life, they wouldn't have it. And so they cut you out. They stopped talking to you. They cut you out. They ostracized you. They alienated you. They disowned you. And they did it so subtly under the radar that you had no idea they even did it. And that's what hurt the most. That's what caused the most pain, because you didn't know what was going on. Like, you had no idea. You were holding on to an illusion. You were holding on to ghosts, and you were in so much pain over these ghosts. You know, you would call them perhaps and they would not pick up, or you would send them gifts and they wouldn't even tell you if you received the gifts or not, or thank you for the gifts or anything like that. So they cut you off because you made a choice. You could have moved on to make a better life for yourself in the past. And that was a trigger for them. That was it for them. That was over for them. They cut you out of their life and that was it. So you never saw that you could ever be done with these people. But now it's a different story. Now you see this person or these people for who and what they are, the narcissist that they are, and you cannot wait to move on from them. You cannot wait. You are so eager, so excited. You're just right there. You're just waiting for that moment so that you can move on, and you will move on from this person or from these people. Now you just can't wait for it. In the past, you could have never imagined or dreamed of living your life without these people. But for so long, they cut you out of your life. They didn't even communicate with you what was going on, that they weren't talking to you. That's what had you confused, the illusion. Because for all you knew, you were still waiting on them. You were still thought they were in your life and you were a part of their life. But no, you weren't. They cut you out. And now you're ready to cut them out. And this isn't about an eye for an eye and for a tooth for a tooth. And well, if they cut me out, I'm going to cut them out. No, this isn't about that. You woke up. You finally woke up and you see them for what they are, and you see that they were never happy for you to accomplish something for yourself, or to move on in your life, or to move up in your life, or to, you know, be successful in your life. They couldn't see that. They couldn't stand that. And now you see that as the truth. And so you realize, well, this is just a one-sided story then. Like, I have to help you build your empire. And when I stop helping you build your empire and I start to build my own empire, you have a problem with that? Okay, well then I guess there's no such relationship here. Like, there's nothing here. So you're ready to be done with this person and to move on from this person and to focus on you and to plant your seeds and to invest in yourself and to invest in your future and to move forward from all these people. Whoever, whatever this is, you're just ready to move on from this, okay? And you deserve that. You deserve that, because these people cut you out maliciously. You're cutting them out because you finally woke up and you see the truth. And when you know, you can't look back now, okay? So it's time to move on, and here you are, you're doing it, and you're focusing on you, you're focusing on your future, you're planting those seeds to have good harvest for the future, to reap good rewards, and you're focused on yourself and feeling safe and feel secure and moving on from people that make you feel insecure and make you feel horrible about yourself and treat you horribly. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit that like button for me. It doesn't cost you anything. It means the world for us. We're trying to get these videos moving and circulating. So please do share this video with loved ones. Subscribe to Twin Oracles if you haven't done so already. And thank you to all of you that have. Be sure to take a moment and drop a heart down below to let us know what part of the globe you are watching from. Thank you for your love and support in all ways. Until the next time, I love you very, very much. Mwah. Bye for now.